Most people have no idea what heaven will really be like. They've been fed cartoons of clouds, harps, and endless singing in the sky. No wonder so many are more focused on this life than the next, because what they picture sounds boring. But that's not the heaven God promised. The Bible describes a place so powerful, so full of life, purpose, and glory, that if you truly understood it, you'd stop living like this world is your home. Heaven isn't about escaping earth. It's about stepping into the fullness of what you were created for. Yes, there will be worship, but not out of duty, out of overwhelming joy in the presence of God Himself. And worship won't be limited to singing. It'll be everything you do in perfect harmony with your Creator. Today, I'm breaking down what heaven will really be like, what you'll look like, what you'll do, and who will be there. Because eternity isn't a fantasy, it's your future, if you're ready. 1. What you'll look like in heaven, your glorified body. Right now, your body is weak, it gets tired, sick, worn down, but in heaven you'll be raised in power. 1 Corinthians 15 says, "The perishable must clothe itself with the imperishable, and the mortal with immortality." You won't be a spirit floating in the clouds. You'll have a real physical body, but perfected, eternal. Just like Jesus after his resurrection, able to walk, talk, eat, and be touched, yet no longer bound by earthly limitations. No more pain, no more disease, no more death. Your body will never age, never decay, never weaken. You'll still be you, recognizable but radiant. Every scar sin left will be gone. You'll finally experience what it means to be fully alive. 2. What you'll do in heaven. Purpose, worship, and glory. Heaven isn't an endless church service, it's endless purpose. Revelation 22 says, "His servants will serve him, and they will reign forever and ever." You were created to create, to lead, to explore, and in heaven, that purpose is restored without the curse of sin. You'll worship, but worship isn't limited to singing. It's living in perfect harmony with God, where everything you do is an act of joy-filled praise. Imagine discovering God's infinite creation without fear, without frustration. Imagine relationships without conflict, work without toil, rest without exhaustion. Heaven is a place of kingdom responsibility where you reign with Christ, not as slaves but as sons and daughters fully alive in His glory. There will be songs, yes, but there will also be adventure, creativity, leadership, fellowship, and unending joy. 3. Who will be there and who won't? Not everyone talks about this, but not everyone gets in. Revelation 21:27 says, "Nothing impure will ever enter it, nor anyone who does what is shameful or deceitful, but only those whose names are written in the Lamb's book of life." Heaven isn't for good people. It's for forgiven people. It's for those who've surrendered to Jesus, who've been washed by His grace, not by their own works. Yes, you'll see loved ones who knew Christ. Yes, you'll recognize others in glory. But the greatest reward of heaven isn't reunion, it's God Himself. Now the dwelling of God is with men, and He will live with them. Revelation 21:3. No more separation, no more sorrow. Just perfect fellowship with the one your soul was made for. But hear me, there's no second chance after this life. You either enter through Christ, or you don't enter at all. Heaven is more real, more beautiful, and more purposeful than you've ever imagined. But it's only for those who are ready. So let me ask you, are you living for this world, or for eternity? If you've been distracted by temporary things, if you've been unsure about where you stand with God, this is your reminder. This life is a vapor, but eternity is forever. Drop a comment, "I'm living for eternity." Declare that your heart is set on what lasts, and if you believe more people need to hear biblical truth like this, become a kingdom builder, support the mission, fuel the message. Help call others to focus on eternity. Click that join link below, and as always, thank you for standing for truth. Stay strong, lead boldly, and let your faith be your shield.